Now it says starting. Okay. So don't worry, because I can cut all of this bit,
Oh,
but we're going to need to redo it.
that's okay.
Okay. Cherry. Yeah, it said starting and it didn't quite start, and I just thought,
Oh, well, I thought I heard it ding, so I was fooled too.
yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll go at it again then. Sorry about that. Is that okay? Yeah.
My husband might try to come in because I moved to like a common area in our apartment, so I might have to like let him in. But if you can cut it out, then I'll.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just try like to do clean cuts and then we can edit it. I'll be fine. Okay, she can see us now. Good. All right, I'm just going to take. Perfect. All right. So I'll just get started again.
Okay.
Hi. Hello, I'm Victoria Rosa Sturley from Rock Up Webinars, and today we have with us Catherine Basu in our series of interviews with entrepreneurs and small business owners who are using webinars successfully to grow their business. So I'll just tell you a bit about Catherine. She's an ACE certified personal trainer. She is a group exercise instructor and the owner of Fit Armadillo. So after a career working in gyms and in schools in different roles, from trainer to wellness center director to running coach, she created her own company to help busy women find fitness they could enjoy at their own place and pace. So, and if you haven't checked out her website, Fit Armadillo, I would say please go and do that, because she allows you to work out from your own home, which I didn't think was possible online. So great business idea. Hello, Catherine. So happy to have you here.
Yeah, thanks so much, Victoria. It's an honor to be able to chat with you today.
Great. So can you tell us a bit more about what your business does and what it consists of?
Yeah, so I specialize in online programs and products like you're mentioning. So, the idea was going from, I actually started out doing mobile fitness training in Houston, Texas, where I'm based, but then actually through webinars, I was able to bring the business more online. So that's the focus I have now. So I do one-on-one sessions for individuals and group programs. And then also I have an e-course so people can kind of learn, get a little download of what all the personal trainer secrets are and set up their own routine and kind of take things from there. So that's the main focus of my business.
Mm-hmm. And do you exclusively work online now?
I have like 2 clients I still work with here in Houston, Texas, but when I do travel, if I'm not taking a real vacation, I will still Skype with them. So I went to Australia actually to visit my sister, just had a baby, so I was able to still work with them, through Skype as well. So I do still have some that I see we go to the park and or go to their home, but it's really only 2 that are still in person when we can.
Aha, that's great, and it's great to be able to have that freedom. You moved from completely face to face to fully virtual now, nearly.
It's great. And like I said, when my sister moved out of the country, I thought I'd miss, those important events, like, when her first baby was born and all that kind of stuff. But being able to have the online platform really changes that. So it's great.
Mm-hmm. Good. So how did you get started doing webinars?
Yeah, so it kind of was a little bit of an accident almost. I had a 12-day challenge where at the end of the challenge, I offered a free fitness class, and we did that over Google Hangouts. And so saw that actually worked really well. I wasn't really expecting much, and saw that it actually worked really well, and had people come, calling in. It was from all over the country. It wasn't all over the world. I have had some clients from outside of the U.S. where we've done Skype. From Japan actually is one of the best one I've seen. Their internet connection is crystal clear. But at that time it was just the US, but I was really impressed even, for that session that we did, that different people were able to be on the webinar. We were able to do and the webinar was actually a fitness class, so you're able to do fitness moves and still be able to see each other, and that worked well. So that's kind of how I started thinking, well, maybe I could do this with my clients as well, and that's how it got started. So.
So from a bit of an accident, it just took you into a whole new line of business.
Exactly.
Great. And what role do they play right now in your business, webinars?
Yeah, so I mean, once I got started with that webinar, I've done a lot more. So I've done classes. So that class, the first class I did was just like the Google Hangouts. There were just 10 people max, where I could see them, they could see me. So since then, I've done Hangouts on Air, where I've done a class, and I can't see my participants, but that's been a way for me to promote my business. And then also doing more workshop type webinars, so helping people figure out, like one I do is It's Not You, It's Your Diet. So figuring out why diets don't work, what to do instead, how to tackle healthy eating and exercise in order to reach different goals. And that's for the fitness part of my business. And I actually started doing business coaching just through webinars. So people kept asking me about how I've been able to bring my business online. And so I've done a few webinars just to kind of start talking about it, and then was able to start building that business coaching from that. So I think, really webinars have helped me all along the way, just building my business and leveling up in my business, as I've done them more and more. So just things I haven't expected from the first webinar, going from unexpected to really great things in my business. So.
Wow. So you've gone basically from that one that was accidental to growing your business, where you, like, most of your client base, or all of your client base effectively, is online. And then you had other coaches coming to you and saying, have you been doing this? And as a result, now you've got a whole new business teaching people how to do that.
Yeah.
That is
great. All thanks to webinars. So I know I always talk to people about doing webinars, and they're like, how do you do it? Isn't it scary? But the first few, then it always is a little bit when you're getting on, but definitely recommend it, because I've been able to grow my business so much. And I also think about the people that, whose webinars I've watched, and I just think you feel so much more connected to those people. So that's kind of what I would say, if you're worried about it, to realize that, really is a great way to connect with your audience and to surprise yourself as you grow your business.
Yeah, I would agree with that, because I think lots of people worry about how they're going to come across on camera, but actually people just want to see you.
Right.
They want to see what you're like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't care about like this mark you might have on your face or whatever. We care about that. They don't. They just want to get to know you. Yeah. So, what do you think it makes webinars work well for your business?
I think I'm a really strong believer. So when I do the business coaching and talk to my fitness professionals, I think it's having your personality in your business is really important. So I think that's been able, I've been able to have my personality shine through. So whether I'm doing a fitness class and it has a fun theme, I did like workout like a pirate workout. So I had different fitness moves, but I named them, with pirate names it was Talk Like a Pirate Day, So that's something that, most people might not do, and it's kind of quirky, but my personality was able to shine through, and, I had fun with it. And then, talking to the business coaches, just being able to, my coaching clients, being able to show them that I really want to help them, and just being able to offer that value. And I'm a real person, not just, someone that you're reading about, right? So.
Yeah. And that's why I like live webinars as well, because it's not so staged. It's just
right.
You are who you are. You're just showing up.
And I've really been trying to do that myself too, is go from, I watched a lot of webinars, maybe like the last 4 months, where there's so much info like about the person that's giving the webinar. You just go through all your info, and then you finally get to a little bit of content. So I've been really trying to not do a lot of background information on myself, as much as I used to, and just really trying to do some basic, tips, and then opening up to questions, because you're able to really help people a lot more and connect to people a lot more when you do that. And it might be scary because you might not think you have all the answers, but if you've been in business, you really do, and you'll be able to have a lot more fun, I think, as well, if you do a live webinar that way.
Yeah, so you've been like cutting out on the story part of the webinar, which I think like lots of people put emphasis on, and just putting that time into Q&A so you can connect with people.
Yeah, I think it ends up being a lot more fun for everyone involved. And if they want to read your bio, they can go over if they have questions. And I do put my background, especially for some of the fitness professionals ones, just to say that these are some of the things I've done. So if you want to ask me about how you could do them, you know, either today or another time, we can talk about it in more detail. But I try to keep it as short as I can. And I'm working on that. But
Yeah, no, I think like you know what you're saying is absolutely right, because you know I was polling people before on you know, as part of my market research as to like what are your worst experiences, and what came up again and again was just like endless stories where I just want to get to the content.
right.
So, yeah, so and actually people don't care so much about your credentials as they care about, you know, your credibility, which does come through when you answer Q&A effectively.
Right, definitely, that's true. Love that.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, you're right on the ball on that one. I like that. Great. So what would you say is like your top tip in terms of delivering good webinars?
I'd say just be yourself, you know, prepare before as well. As I guess I'm going to give more than one tip now that I can start thinking
That's fine. Yeah, great.
Be prepared. So I think the biggest thing is just, you know, being prepared, but then just going out there and doing it and being yourself. Don't feel like you have to be like someone else, because what I found in business, anytime I've had my business grow, it's because I'm more myself. And you might, you know, sometimes I've been afraid to be myself in my business, but then I realize, you know, who do I buy from? People that, you know, I really like their personality, or I feel like I connect to. And I think, you know, that's what your audience probably, you know, will find as well. So if you might scare some people away, like I'm sure some people thought I was crazy when I did my pirate theme workout, but but the people that thought that was fun thought it was interesting, and those are the people that, you know, were attracted to my business, my brand, and those are the people I want to work with, people that, you know, think that they want to make fitness fun, not something that's really serious. So definitely be yourself. You know, you're not, if you scare anyone away, it's going to be the people that you don't want to work with anyway. So.
Yeah. And that's, you know, what this medium allows you to do as well, just to be yourself. So be prepared and be yourself.
Yes.
Great. Okay. So what would you say to people who are putting off doing webinars, whether they've done them before or, you know, some people do them and then they kind of like drop off, and other people haven't done them yet? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say just do it, because, and use me as an example. So like I said, I was able to bring my business online by seeing it worked, then able to start business coaching, which I never, you know, thought I would do, but because people wanted help, I thought, well, the easiest way to help a lot of people is to do a webinar. I don't have time to reply to all the emails. And then I've been able to start coaching people, and that's been really rewarding for me. And yeah, I never would have done that because I would have held myself back and said, well, I have to have a perfect website that's just for that part of my business. I have to do this and this before I can get started. But by being able to use the webinars, I've been able to, you know, build that whole new part of my business. So I think they're really, really powerful, and just you have to just get started and be inspired by myself and other people, I'm sure, that have great stories of how they've been able to build their businesses, you know, through the series. So
great.
You have to just do it.
Just do it. Yes. That's great. I actually, a few of you in this interview series are saying just that, just do it. Great. Okay. And I know that you had a free gift for our viewers. So can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. So I know, especially if a lot of entrepreneurs are watching, a lot of entrepreneurs I work with and talk to say they just don't have time to fit fitness into their schedules. So I have a little, I would say more of a guide. Don't think it's a very long book. I have 7 simple tips for fitting fitness into your busy schedule. So you have like the 7 tips, some action steps for each tip, and then all my favorite resources, different links, and it's all clickable. So just click on every little link and you get some great resources and tools that I use with my clients. So hopefully that'll help you get started with your fitness routine.
That'd be great. Yeah, and check out her website. It's amazing. The things you can do from home. Very good. Great. Well, thanks a lot, Catherine. It's been a pleasure having you on here. And everyone, I hope to see you in the next interview.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Victoria. It's been great.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.